Welcome everybody on YouTube. In today's episode I've got the pleasure to present you a bicycle, one of my collection. This is Merlin Cyrene American bike, titanium frame. I bought this bike a couple years ago as a second hand from a guy who was retiring from cycling, and in previous setup bicycle built on Shimano Ultegra. I sold this group set on about 11 speed Dura Ace and then built this bike on this equipment, and that's how it looks like now. It's one of my Sunday's bike. I use this bike only when it's very good weather condition. Sometimes I'm cycling to work and back in summertime. Really lovely bike. That's how it looks like. Like I said, titanium frame with typical for Merlin Cyrene engraving on a frame. Very nicely done. Lots of details. The bike is not painted. It's titanium, so it's scratch resistant. With etching on a top tube, angle tube and seat tube here. This bike is not produced anymore, so it's getting harder and harder to find, especially when you're searching for something in your size. I was very lucky to score one on a reasonable price. So the bike is built with Shimano Dura Ace rear mech, Shimano Dura Ace front mech, a rotor crankset, time pedals. I really do like time pedals. They suit me very well. Front and rear brake calipers from Shimano Dura Ace. Mavic wheel sets. San Marco Zoncolan saddle with this split in the middle. Continental Grand Prix tire. Triple T finishing kit Dura Ace brake levers. I really like those old school Mavic wheels with aluminium spokes, bladed spokes. Very nice shape of the rim, very resistant, very rigid wheels. Very pleased with it. Kinda quick headset. It was part of original setup, and carbon fork. The bike is finishing with Elite Cannibal bottle cages. I really do like this. I found very helpful and useful. This is chain catcher. I had adventure when I was going downhill on other road bike, and I had a chain jump from one sprocket to another one and was jump in this place. Very upsetting story, but as experience I found these bits. The thing is, solve the problem. It's very handy, very useful. So what's overall mine opinion about this bike? This bike is extremely nice to ride. Very comfortable, very responsible, very respond for the ride. I cycling on this bike in New Forest from time to time. It's just a pleasure to ride. It's impossible to find another cyclist on Merlin somewhere around you. You're gonna be probably one. Yes, exists another Merlin, which one I do like it. It's called Merlin Proteus. It's built, it had basically titanium lugs and carbon tubes glued together, but it's not that rich. Engrave it like this one. Extremely lovely bike. I really do like it. It's just pleasure to cycling, pleasure to use it. When you own this bike, you can compare like to own some piece of art like Mona Lisa or wherever, but the difference is you can use it. It's not like a wall hanger. You can use it cycling, and most of the time people around you, they don't know what you have. It's not very flashy. It's pretty dull looking bike, but to find quality of the bike you have to go to details. So yeah, maybe in the future I replace the Canic Rig headset for Quiz King, probably the black one version, but like I said, it's not enough money for everything. I wish to have also Garmin, but I stick with Cat-Eye Cycle Computer at the moment. Yeah, that's my opinion about this bike. I really like it. It's just pleasure to ride. "11-speed device. I prefer mechanical group set rather than Di2, because I've got a few bikes, and if I want to choose one of them to riding, I don't have to worry about charging the battery or battery level. I just can use it and don't have to worry about level of battery or charging or things like that. Just grab it and going. That's it. Pretty simple, trouble-free solution. In my opinion, if you have a good quality mechanic group set, it's more practical to me than the i2. Probably if somebody have one bike with the i2 or two, maybe they have different opinion, but I'm a great fan of mechanical grip set, and probably I stick with this opinion. Couple close-ups on this frame. Extremely rare bike to find. If you have one, you're one of the lucky few. Lovely to ride, lovely to use it. Classic geometry. This company doesn't produce any more bikes at the moment. People which start this company at the moment, they produce bikes called 7 Cycles. So if you fancy something similar, you have to go to 7 Cycle website, but the frames, they are extremely expensive. Yeah. So thank you very much for viewing. Any opinion, question, or if you have similar Merlin Cyrene, you can send me a pictures. I very appreciate it. There's not many owners of this bike all around. But at the moment, thank you very much. Thank you very much for viewing. happy cycling, and see you in next episode. Goodbye.